got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
Working that left side now.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Quarterback keeps it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. There's some room. The 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
what a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
How in the world did he miss that? They marched 79 yards on the drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Ripping through the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Play action, Carr. Quarterback adapted. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. On target over the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Finds us back in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Carr. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
From the gun. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the two-point conversion attempt will fail. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here's a give to Frazier. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. leads this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Nate Frazier.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. The play action fake. Has it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Williams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop.
Finding some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Picks up the first down. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They're going to ride this running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Finds a man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run the counter. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Here's Nate Frazier. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Throwing, Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that was chaos from the beginning. Quarterback scrambling, he's outside the pocket. He's just looking for somebody to dump the football off to, and there he is, Johnny on the spot. The running back staying with his QB, being a viable target, making the catch, turning upfield, and getting a big gain on third down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Touchdown, Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Handoff for Frazier. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I'll stick to it for another play or two.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
35, set to advance on the football.
He'll return it. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot.
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And he's got it. It's a 1st down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's running free down the middle. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead.
And that is such a critical mistake by the offense, David. You've got the lead late. The only thing your coach is telling you is ball security. They put it on the ground, and not only does the defense pick it up, but they take it into score, and now they've got the lead.
And you talk about coming up big in a big moment. Defense looking for a stop, but how about this? You practice it so much. Getting fumbles, what do? You scoop. Everybody blocks. You take it back to the house. This game just changed with one play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.